What's interesting is the fate they feared at this moment would be the fate they would meet in Canaan as they were wandering for 40 years. Here's what happens is the fate that they feared. These spies, they come and they report and they look, guys, these men are strong. I don't know if we're going to do it. What did they do? They feared the battle. They feared the fight. They feared what it was going to take to get in the promised land. What's interesting is the fate they feared at this moment would be the fate they would meet in Canaan as they were wandering for 40 years. They purposefully tried to not get into the battle, to go into the promise of God, to fight for what God had for them. And so what happened? They ended up dying. What happens is we're so scared and fearful because we do see the adversaries and we look at the what is and say, I don't know. What if I fail? What if? Why not just try? Because guess what happens if you don't try? The thing you're scared of happening could happen. Many of us have a hard time of seeing how the end of our actions or how things could work out. 2 Corinthians 5:7 says we walk by faith, not by sight. Do you realize a lot of us are walking by sight? I do some couples counseling, and there have been some couples that have come into my office, and I have said, I don't know how this is going to work out. Why? Because we started working on applying the biblical truths in their lives, and guess what's happened? Their marriage has gotten better. So we walk by faith. We trust the one who can see all and has given us the problems. Or has given us the promises, has given us the promises. But it says, with this great door and effectual open, there were many adversaries. Right? When we talk about going into the promises of God, that doesn't mean we have an unrealistic view of what it will take to get there. He said, go spy the land, tell me what's in there so we have a realistic picture. Just because we have a realistic picture doesn't mean we stop trusting God and helping us get through it.